Are you tired of selling your cards on eBay, creating the listing, taking the pictures, front, back, shipping, non-paying bidders? Let the pros at Fanatics Marketplace do all of the work for you. I do. That's why I use Fanatics for my vaulting and for my selling. If you've got a bunch of unwanted inventory that you've been sitting on for days, weeks, months, years, ship it to Fanatics Marketplace and let them do all the work. Just make sure when you ship it, you use the promotional code Cajun, all capital letters, CAJUN, and tell them that Cajun Cardboard sent you, and let the pros do the rest at Fanatics Marketplace. Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana. I'm back in business. I'm rejuvenated, refreshed, got back from Cleveland Saturday night. I cannot wait to bring you weekly auction number 132. This is a recap. This is a breakdown of the top 48 cards. We're going to take it from the bottom to the top, 48 through 1. For the first time, maybe ever that I recall, there are no Michael Jordan cards in the top 6 cards. So there's some really, really interesting results. None more interesting than the number 1 card in the 132 weekly auction with Fanatics Collect. You're not going to believe it. In fact, you might not. Maybe you shouldn't believe it. I'll let you guys figure it out. If you bought it, let me know. If you sold it and it got paid, please let me know. It's definitely going to be a topic of conversation and an interesting conversation piece. So stay tuned till the end of the video. One order of business I wanted to discuss is I have vowed to be more intentional. My content creator year runs from national to national. That's how I measure myself. That's how I set goals. I swore I would do a better job of monetizing the channel this year to justify the amount of time, effort, and energy that I put into it. I am looking at my views per month. I am looking at my increased number of subscribers per month, and I am looking at some other metrics as well, more so than the money. I want to focus on the numbers and the growth and the feedback. And so my goal is to hit 100,000 views per month on average. Right now, I am at 56,000 views per month. I want to almost double that before we head into Chicago for the National 2025. I can't make that happen without you guys. And so if you like what I do, if you like these PWCC recaps, I need you to hit the subscribe button right now. I need you to hit the like button. But most importantly, I need you to spread the word and just kind of pass the word around. The channel's growing. The content is going to get a little bit broader. We're going to expand even beyond basketball cards and talk a lot more about basketball, the actual sport of basketball, the NBA, international play, the U.S. team, etc. We're going to do all that stuff. So do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, pass my name, pass my link to the channel along to some of your buddies in the hobby, and let's see if we can get this thing to 100,000 views per month. Now, part of that is me putting out more content and better content. Yes, I said more content. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm going to do a better job on that as well. You have that commitment from me. All right, enough BS. Let's get cranking. Let's get all the way down here to the bottom and start from the bottom. Here we go. Jordan Jordan shows up at number 48. This is the 1996 Thrill Seekers, the other Thrill Seekers with that lenticular background and that blood red background with sort of a confusing artistic feel to it. This is an SGC 8, which is an interesting grade. A lot of people don't grade their 90s basketball in SGC slabs, but some unwary seller apparently did that. This is a pop 4 in an SGC 8, and it did 1470. Right next to that, we have got this Jeff Horn. These images are terrible, by the way. Fanatics Collect needs to upgrade the initial images. If I click into it, look, and I'll show you what I mean. Like if you click into it, the images are beautiful, right? You can tell that's Jeff Hornacek, right? That is clearly Jeff Hornacek, who doubled as a part-time accountant. But if you look at the image on the main screen, under the old PWCC interface, it used to be crystal clear as well, and much bigger images. For whatever reason, this is tiny and blurry and awful. And so don't shoot the messenger. I've passed this message along. This is awful, and we got to do better, right? You're not going to get as many bids if the cards look like crap unless you click into them. So 98 Hornacek, this is his Star Ruby serial numbered to 50, sold for $1,530. If that was Michael Jordan, it would have sold for $1.5 trillion. Next to that, we've got a Panini Choice Anthony Edwards rookie auto BGS 9.5 with a 10 for the autograph grade. That does $1,590. Moving along, we've got a 1-in-1 Nikola Jokic. Remember him? He's only the guy that has won multiple MVPs and an NBA title and is arguably the best player on planet Earth right now, despite the ass whipping that he just took from Team USA in the first game of group stage of the Olympics. This and 1-in-1 downtown Nikola Jokic went for $1,650 in a PSA slab. The base rookie Topps Chrome for Steph Curry, which remember, he's got the Topps Chrome, which is pretty much more his flagship upper end, kind of rookie card du jour from the Chromium product. But this 2009 Topps Basketball Steph Curry does $1,650. The Donruss Optic Red Victor Wembanyama, serial number to 99, PSA 10, does $1,680. And by the way, I've also passed this along. This is something that's only occurring post-transition from PWCC to Fanatics Collect. It's still showing this weird little line in here that says Fanatics Collect Eye Appeal top 0%. I don't know why that's kind of arbitrarily showing up. Like it's not here. It's not here. You obviously cannot even get an Eye Appeal sticker on a card that is old, that is newer than 1986. So I don't know why that's popping up on some of these images. The first card we're going to look up in Card Ladder is one that's near and dear to my heart. I own this card in this grade. No, this is not my card. The 1997 Skybox Premium Competitive Advantage Michael Jordan. I think those are Ionic columns. Maybe they're Doric. Somebody who's an architectural nerd, let me know. I know they're not Corinthian, right? Because they're not ornate enough. But what kind of columns are these? What kind of Roman columns are these? I'm going to go with Ionic. That's my guess. $1,680 for this BGS 9.5 Min Gem. There's the card. That's a much better image right there that we can get on Card Ladder. That's not the card, but that's what this particular card looks like, with the Card Ladder image so you can see and appreciate the card. It's a Pop 113 and a BGS 9.5. That card sold for $1,680, which is about on the number, not really much of a surprise, but over the last year, look what we're talking about, a noticeable growth, up 37.57%. Just out of curiosity, what is that factor? So about half, yeah, so the PSA sells for about double, something like that. So that's really unusual. We're going to look at some other Jordan stuff where the margin between BGS 9.5 and PSA 10 is significantly greater than 2X, significantly greater, but this one, you're talking about what, 3,600 for the PSA 10. You're talking about 1680 for the PSA for the BGS 9.5, so a little bit less than 2X actually. We got a Color Blast Luka Doncic third-year card 1710 in a raw condition. Remember, you cannot sell pure raw cards on Fanatics Collect weekly auctions or Premier Auction. They've got to be Mike Baker authenticated and certified, where Mike Baker and his team take the card in, they look at the card, they do a heat map, they inspect the card, they give you some idea of what some of the potential defects might be on your raw card, so you get a little bit more confidence than you would on, say, eBay looking at pictures, because you've got another trained eye in the Mike Baker team that have actually looked at it and slapped their label on there to make sure, A, it's authentic, and then B, give you some general idea of what condition it's in. It's not promising a particular grade, but you get the drift. The blue Bowman 48 Steph Curry, serial number to 1948, not coincidentally. BGS 9 does 1770. This is a cool one right here. It's a Reggie Miller inscription card, it looks like. I want to try to look at it together. It looks like Reggie Miller number 31, but lots of writing all over that. Takes up a lot of space. I kind of like it. Reggie looks a lot like Cheryl in his younger days. I'll be quite honest with you. I'm just saying, when Reggie was young, he looked a lot more like Cheryl. He almost looked like he didn't hit puberty until about halfway into his 30s. But of course, one of the most clutch shooters of all time. That card is noticeably off-center top to bottom, but you're not buying the card for the card grade because it's not even numerically graded, and it wouldn't grade well. It'd be probably a 6 or whatever with PSA standards nowadays. But this authentic PSA DNA autograph, the autograph grade is a 9 with the 31 inscription is $1,800 sale. The last 11 star rookie of the years from 1985, MJ 7.5 does 1920. That card does have the old PWCC certified, and so this is even more confusing because now, we thought we would never see those 4 letters PWCC again, but here they are. PWCC certified, eye appeal rating top 15%. So maybe they're leaving the PWCC eye appeal designation on cards that were identified, they're kind of grandfathered in, and so they're leaving that designation for the cards that were given an eye appeal prior to the transition to Fanatics Collect. I don't know. Hopefully we can get some answers. Another card we've got to look up in Card Ladder, obviously, a 1997 Skybox Premium player, Michael Jordan, PSA 9, does $1,980. This, of course, is a hierarchy card. I believe it's a tier 2 card. Somebody may want to double check me on that. It might be a tier 3. I can't remember because I'm 50 years old. I can't remember anything. Here we go. I do remember the parking in Cleveland, but I don't remember anything else. 38 pop for this PSA 9. This is what you're looking at over the last year. How about that? A Michael Jordan card that's not on the uptick, down 20%. That's a great buy. Now, here's something we didn't talk about that I meant to mention in the intro, just to sort of get your thoughts and get your have you guys infuse your thoughts into the comments. Is it a bad time to be selling cars? Remember, this weekly auction ended the night of the last day of the National. So you've got people walking around in Cleveland, tens of thousands of people. I was there, trust me. It was tens of thousands of sports card collectors, many of the biggest, baddest, deepest pockets who would be looking for a badass Michael Jordan 90s insert card like this premium player, walking around on that showroom floor for 7 days. They weren't thinking about this Fanatics Collect weekly auction. They were not even, weekly auction number 132 was not even on their radar. And look, my hand's raised. I probably should have taken advantage of that, but it looks like somebody might have taken advantage of that. This wasn't a great sale for this PSA 9. It looks like this was about a $2,500 card, and this one dips all the way to $1,980, which is the lowest price of the last 7 sales. So maybe that was sort of just a lack of eyeballs because everybody was up in Cleveland, trying to sit at the tables in the food court or use the bathroom, which they were not allowed to do. Let's look at the margin between a 9 and a 10. Yeah, that's big. So 9x, the difference between a 9 and a 10. 9x between PSA 9, PSA 10 on the premium player. All right, next card. What do we have? We have a, this is a card I've never seen before, a 2003 Topps Chrome LeBron number 111 base rookie BGS 9.5, $2,000. That, again, people don't like it without subgrades on the front. I'm guessing this is an old slab, and when I click it, the subgrades will be on the back. And they are, but people still don't like that either. It's a mixed gem, as you can see on the back. Beckett for a while there was putting those subgrades on the back. So again, $2,000. That's because it's pop 8 trillion. 2022 Immaculate Collection Chet, first off the line, serial numbered 8. What a patch that is. 10 for the autograph, 9 for the card, 2,070. And then this regurgitation of designs and stuff all over the place. God, this does not look good. A 2022 Donruss Optic Black Gold Choice Boncaro Rookie Auto, serial number 2, an arbitrary 8. Pop 1 does $2,100 right there. A lot going on with that card. 2011, I didn't even know they made Exquisite in 2011. 2011 Exquisite Collection Upper Deck Black LeBron James Auto, serial number to 10. Again, terrible picture. You cannot appreciate the card. I'm going to click into a few more of these so you guys can see it. There you go. St. Vincent St. Mary's. Got the headband, had the giant thing on his arm to cover the tattoo because he played for a Catholic school up there in Akron. Serial number to 10. I love the Upper Deck Black autographs. They're so subtle. They're so cool. Let's look at the back of this card and see if it was a 10 for the autograph. It did get a 10 for the autograph. Kind of hard to tell, but that's the card. That sold for $2,100 with 38 bids. Right next to it, we've got a Crown Royale. This is a white box, 1 of 1, whatever that means. I know it's like a redemption deal where they kept some behind and then they write on there that it's a 1 of 1. They send it to you, but is it really a 1 of 1? It's really kind of confusing. I'm not really sure. It kind of fits in the Bermuda Triangle of what is it really. It's not really a 1 of 1. It looks like the normal one. Who knows? But it is a 3-color patch. It is an autograph. It is Luka. It is probably printed in 2018, but it was apparently distributed in 2022 in exchange for a redemption of some sort. I don't know. Somebody else in the comments, please explain white box and black box and how that works. 2,130. Now here's an interesting one. We're going to look this up. This is just your ho-hum regular 3rd year LeBron Topps Chrome refractor. But remember, the refractors this year were serial numbered to only 999, and it's a great image as well. This PSA 10 did 2130. There's your card. Beautiful card. Beautiful card. That is only a pop 60, despite the fact that there's 999 printed. Let's see what the gem percentage is. 30%. Pretty low for a Chrome card. It's strange that there's only been, 310 ever graded, and there's 999 out there. Seems like maybe they didn't print 999. How's that for conspiracy theory? But look what this card's done. In an era of 2 years, in a 2-year span where LeBron has been getting destroyed, this is what it looks like over the last year. Dropped all the way down to $1,000, sold last night for $2,130. So this bad boy is actually up from January of this year. So in 7 months and right at 8 months, the card is doubled. So that's a really impressive feat. I know it's up 42% over the year, but it's up 100% just over the last 8 months. So really good sign there for LeBron collectors on a pretty cool third-year LeBron Topps Chrome Refractor. Next, we got an MJ Golden Touch BGS 9.5. That card does 2,190. Sorry, I can't look up every single Jordan card. I'd love to, but I can't. But I will look up the luminescent. I think I will. Maybe I won't. There's your luminescent right there. This is the T9B. Remember, there's the T1B, T9B. There are two. There's the first series, second series, right? Then there's the luminous, that's the base. The luminescent, that's the middle kid. And then there's the illuminator, which is the big brother. And that's the big card with all the zeros behind it. This luminescent T9B Jordan has only sold twice from what I can see, and here are the two sales. It sold about a year ago for $1,825. It sold last night on Fanatics Weekly number 132 for $2,370. Next to that, we've got a Kobe Status Elite Signatures Gold serial number to 10 that does $2,400. A Galaxy, the Championship Galaxy from 1997 Metal Universe Championship. SGC again, SGC. There might be margins here. You guys do the math. What if you cracked this thing and it got a PSA 8? What would a PSA 8 Championship Galaxy sell for? That's probably what it would cross to. Maybe you get lucky. Maybe it crosses to a PSA 9. Imagine how much money you can make if you cracked it and put it in a PSA slab and resold it on the exact same platform. I don't know. I haven't looked at the numbers. You guys can check on that yourself. But I do think there might be a margin out there for that. All right, $2,400 for that Championship Galaxy SGC 9.5. And then I'm going to click in here because this is a pretty cool looking card. This is Paul George's True RPA from 2010 National Treasures. Great autograph. I'm assuming that's a 10 autograph, of course. Yeah, 10 autograph. This is serial number 8 out of 99. Paul George is a Sixer, people. He is a Sixer now, and I know people don't want to hear this, but the Sixers, if healthy, again, that's what you always start with when you're talking about old dudes that are always hurt, like Paul George and Joel Embiid. If healthy, the Sixers could be a problem because they picked up more than just Paul George. They picked up some really good component parts, some really good supplemental players as well on really good contracts. The Sixers had an incredible offseason, and it puts them right there with the Knicks and the Bucks as the second best team in the East. I still think the Celtics are the team. It sounds like Porzingis is out till the beginning of 2025. That might stretch till even after the All-Star break. You know how Porzingis is. He's 7'4", like 111 pounds, so he may not come back as expected. So the Sixers are definitely in play. A lot of money in Vegas is going on the Sixers because they're very top heavy with that big three. And yes, they are a big three because Tyrese Maxey is that dude. But that Paul George goes for $2,520. Here's the card, pop 59. Look at the chart over the last year, about even, but let's look from the last sale of $2,200 up to $2,520. It looks like somebody's believing in Paul George and the Sixers. 2009 Topps Gold, Steph Curry, not Topps Chrome, but just Topps Gold. So serial number to 2009, BGS 8 does $2,520. Another LeBron, this is the 2022 Panini 1-and-1 Downtown, PSA 10, and it does $2,880. And then right next to that, we've got a 2003 Bowman Rookies and Stars Chrome base, not a refractor, just the base, does $3,000 in that PSA 10. And then a Crunch and Munch, 1985 Crunch and Munch Jordan. Really funny name, really easy to remember, really unique looking card with that yellow and red. It kind of pops. It's unlike all the other star cards. That Crunch and Munch subset is pretty cool. BGS 8.5 does $3,000. I think I've got that pulled up. There's the card right there in a BGS 8.5. It's a pop 165, but look at the run this card's on. Good Lord, right? We know that the star PSA stuff is going up because PSA just started grading and people are playing that game. But how about this 8.5 bouncing like this? The last sale before this was $2,280 and it had an eye appeal sticker, and this one says, the hell with that. We're going to jump all the way up up to 3,000. Where is that over the last 2 years? That is the highest sale over the last 2 years. How about this? That is the third highest sale in the history of this card in 89 sales. So out of 89 sales, this is the third highest ever. I'm going to guess this was 2021. Oh, wow. What do you know? First quarter 2021. We throw out that because that was pure insanity and everybody had free money from the government. Who knows what was going on? But $3,000 for this crunch and munch. This is definitely an indication of something crazy going on. That's a 90% growth just in the past year. So phenomenal sale there. Star people all around the world can put down their pitchforks and torches and actually calm down and rejoice. 1984, let's go with some more star. 1984 Magic. I don't think I've ever even seen this card. But I was always wondering, what about these Magic and Bird star cards? There's got to be a market for these cards. And sure enough, there is. It's a pop 3 in PSA 9. $3,000. That seems low to me. I'll be honest with you. I know it's not a rookie or anything like that, but that seems really low to me because after 80, you got 2 cards in 1981 for Magic, and then you got to wait to 1984 Star to get another Magic card. So this is, I think, essentially, you got a couple of versions of Magic Johnson in 1980 cards with different players on the panel, and you got the true rookie card with Bird and Doc on the scoring leaders, but then you got a couple of other Magic cards. And then in 1981, unless I'm mistaken, there's 2 cards. There's the normal, and then there's in action, and then you got to wait until 1984 Star, and that's when Magic rears his beautiful face again and his wonderful smile that made him so many millions of dollars. $3,000 for this PSA 9. Next to that, we've got a Wembanyama, and this is just Alien City, right? It looks like I'm watching Quiet Place, or what is that what it's called? Quiet Place with that just came out with the actress from Black Panther. That was actually a really good movie. But look at his arm from armpit to elbow. He looks like some kind of weird, freakish insect. 3,120. Tops now, purple foil, Victor Wembanyama, serial numbered to 25. My only concern is there's just too many. There's just too many Victors out there. There's just too many Victors out there. Please, 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 I'm cautioning you, be careful. And I'm not just saying that out of jealousy because I don't own any Victor Wembanyama cards. Actually, I own one. Actually, I might have sold it. I'm not sure. But please, please be careful with your Victor Wembanyama money. Do not get caught up in this. It happens to every single prospect. It does not matter how good they are. Go look at Luka Doncic, 5 straight first-team All-NBAs. Look at what his cards did. Only now are they starting to find that saturation point and start to find some stability. Anthony Davis, Nebula Choice 1 of 1 for some reason. Sells for $3,120. That's odd. And then a Jordan 86 Fleer sticker sells for $3,240. I don't think I looked that up because I think it was about almost exactly what we expected. And then we got one of those reprint, unlicensed Metal Universe Platinum Portraits thingies for SGC 9.5, 3480. Again, with the mistake down here where it's got some top 0% eye appeal. And then next to that, we've got a card that matters that everybody knows and is aware of. This card, of course, is a hierarchy card. It's one of Jordan's earliest inserts, the 1989 Fleer PSA 10 sticker. Does $3,960. There it is. Really tough on top to bottom centering. Really, left to right is unmistakable, and it's a problem too. But top to bottom is always a massive problem. This one looks really, really clean because you don't see any additional stars coming up on the bottom of the card. They're always miscut top to bottom, it seems like. And I'll show you what I mean because it's a pop 84. That sounds like a lot, but look at the gem percentage. Guys, was I lying? 0.52% gem rate. Guys, this card's been graded 16,000 times by PSA. There are 84. You heard me, 84 PSA 10s. That means 1 out of every 200 submitted on average gets a PSA 10. 1 out of every 200. Can you imagine sending in a 200 card order and you get back 1 PSA 10? How pissed would you be? This is what the chart looks like over the last year. It's actually down. It's about the same as the last sale, 4590, 3900, 3900. The last 2 sales are 2 of the worst sales. So maybe it's a time to snatch that one if you've been waiting and putting it on the back burner. BGS 7, 86 Fleer Rookie Jordan, 4200. Triple autograph. I swear there's one of these in every single weekly auction. They must have signed 800,000 of these things. I see one in every single Fanatics Collect weekly auction. Every single time in the top 48. 4200 for that one right there. And that is a PSA. I can't see it because the picture's so crappy and blurry. We got to get this fixed. That's a PSA 6, but the auto is a 10. So that's really cool right there. Moving along.
I think, yeah, here we go. Pink Fast Break, Victor Wembanyama, serial numbered to 50. We're going to look this up because I want to show you guys what I was talking about with the Victor Wembanyama nonsense. So I've got plugged in Wembanyama, Prism, Pink, Fast Break, PSA 10, sorted from descending price. The worst, the lowest prices ever paid. There's been 8 sales of this card in PSA 10. The worst sale ever was $46.61. $46.80 is what this card did last night. That is the second worst sale ever. Where is it? Where'd it go? There it is. That is the second lowest sale ever. So again, these cards are going to trend in the wrong direction. You might have an aberration where it goes back up once or twice here, but the general trend is going to be for Victor Wembanyama PSA 10 cards specifically, because there's a lot of them. I don't know it's serial number to 50, but there's a million other parallels to choose from. For what, I mean, there's no reason to choose the pink fast break over the orange or the gold or the bronze or the this or the 8 or the first off the line or the choice or the donkey skin. It doesn't make any sense. There's too many options to choose from. So don't get that tunnel vision and say there's only 50. Yes, but there's 150 other color options to choose from in the exact same product of the exact same card. So again, it's not even the real Prism. It's Prism Fast Break, for God's sakes. That card is going down, and it's going down with a weight around its neck to the bottom of the ocean. BGS 8, Michael Jordan, 86 Fleer, 4,680. Another Victor Wembanyama. This, like, speak of the devil, the Purple Ice, serial number to 149. This is at least real Prism. It's not Prism Fast Break. It's not Prism Choice. It's not Prism T-Mall. It's not Prism, Himalayas. It's just the actual Prism. Serial number 149 sells for 4,920. That right there should give you some indication that a card that is printed 3 times as many as the Prism Pink Fast Break sold for more. Next, we got a Metal Universe. This is the 98 Metal Universe. Some people call it the gold PMG. Alonzo Mourning, only a PSA 6, but that's because these things can't grade. 4,920 for that Zoe. We've got a flashback LeBron. This one graded horribly for an ultra modern card, and I'm not sure why, because the centering doesn't look terrible. It has to be a surface defect. The centering looks banging. It looks really good, to be quite honest with you. There's got to be some kind of surface issue with this one. It's a Pop 2 and a PSA 7 with 8 graded higher, which means all of them graded higher than this card. This is the worst graded Prism Gold flashback, but this PSA 7 still managed to do 5,000 because there's only 10 of them out there, people. And there's a bunch of people out there that are trying to collect the LeBron Gold run, right? Topps Chrome, Topps Finest, Prism, Select, etc. Next, we got Caitlin Clark, $6,000. After that, we got an 86 Fleer, Michael Jordan, BGS 8.5, $6,000. I think we've seen damn near every grade of Michael Jordan's 86 Fleer card because there's a million of those as well. And then we got another Victor Wembanyama. This is the Prism Blue Ice, serial number to 125, $6,600 for that Victor Wembanyama. And then a card that we have to look up because it's awesome. You guys know I don't collect Kobe. I'm not the biggest Kobe fan. I'm not sweating Kobe's nuts, but this card really hits. It's a 2012 Prism autograph. These cards are very rare, okay? These cards are very rare. Autographs from 2012. Trust me, I know. I've got the entire set. I've almost got the entire 2012 Prism set, PSA 10. I'm very close. I'm right at the doorstep. This one's got an NBA gold sticker on it. It's a BGS 9.5 Gem Plus with a 10 for the autograph. Let's look it up. Let's find this card. That's it, guys. What a card that is right there. Pop 84. Let's see how many are graded. Maybe 200 something? Not even. Yeah, barely 200. So what is that? 212 have been graded. The gem rate for PSA is a minuscule 21%. Beckett, you're grading about 2 out of 3 grade BGS 9.5. There's even some 10s out there. But look at this chart. So you don't see this very much with Kobe cards recently because they're getting destroyed. 5,640, 5,533. Somebody stole one for 4,250. Somebody stole one for 4,500. And then this monster jump. So this is a $2,400 leap here, people. Let's see if we can shrink this thing. That's what she said. Well, you can't really shrink it to 2 weeks. Oh, there you go. So from the last sale, it's up 53.3% from the last sale. So good result there for a Kobe card. We see this every single week. 2009 Exquisite Collection, Steph Curry, serial number 225. This is card number 64. I think there's 2 different ones. This is card number 64. This BGS 9 does 7,800. And then let's talk about the top row. This is it. The big 3 up here at the top. This first card, at first glance, you're like, oh, it's a quad auto. That's pretty cool. No, it's not a quad auto. It's a... what's the word? Sextuple auto. That sounds naughty. Julius Erving, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant. So far, so good. Please don't be Paul Pierce. Please don't be Isaiah Thomas. Kevin Durant, LeBron James. Okay, we're going to finish strong. So we got 6 good autographs on there. Julius Erving, Bird, Magic, Kobe, LeBron, and Durant. Damn, that is a really sick-ass card. This card sold for $9,300. 80 bids gives you some idea of how sought after that card was. I do have the card pulled up, but I don't have it in card ladder. But check this out. The last 2 sales of this card have been the exact same card. So the exact same certification number. Remember, it's there's only 5 of them, right? So there's not going to be that many sales. This is all time. The card has sold 4 times and only 2 cards have showed up. So these last 2 sales, this card sold in the Fanatics Premier in 2022 for $10,800. So this sale is actually $1,500 less, and it is the exact same card, exact same certification number. Before that, going back, the card sold in a PSA 9 slab, I think, yeah, PSA 9 slab on Fanatics Weekly and then Golden, and it was $7,200 and $10,200. So $9,300 down from $10,800. Make of it what you will. That is an incredible card, albeit it is a sticker autograph, I'm quite certain, right? I can't honestly really tell, but I would have to assume, I can't tell. Somebody let us know. I'm assuming that's a sticker auto, but honest to God, I can't tell. And again, I'm not an autograph expert, so forgive me. I apologize. But next to that, we got another autograph. 2007 Upper Deck Chronology Kobe Bryant, serial number to 99, BGS 9.5. We're jumping into 5 figures here. This card's important enough. I want to show you a picture of it. And there he is with the ugliest shoes ever made and that have ever been worn in the NBA right there. Obviously, there are uglier ones, but those were hideous back when Kobe was an Adidas athlete, I believe. Here we go. It's serial number to 99 on the back. A card personally autographed by Kobe Bryant. Trading card was signed in the presence of a representative. So it's real. It's a 10 for the autograph. It is a mixed gem with a 9 for corners and a 10 for edges. I've always found these Upper Deck Chronology cards to just be so sick, just so badass in person. I love the silver Sharpie. They look so cool to me. But this card has gotten murdered. The last 4 sales in, from past to present, 21.6, 15,000, 15.6, all the way down to 11,100. So the lowest sale in the last 2 years. Again, there's your card. There's what it looks like. A mesmerizing card. I like to pick up. I'll be quite honest with you. I don't collect Kobe, but I love the chronology stuff. Just some really, really beautiful cards from a really beautiful product. So congratulations to the buyer on that mixed gem Kobe chronology autograph card for 11,100. And then the big card, the big mystery, and the most confusing thing, and I'm going to kind of talk through this a little bit. Again, I have a pretty good LeBron collection, so I'm not going to crap on LeBron cards. I honestly right now think in the grand scheme of things, LeBron's one of the best buys in the hobby, in my personal opinion. Not all LeBron cards, but if you know what you're doing, buying the right LeBron cards right now could be an incredible move in the hobby. Now, I wouldn't go out and buy a 2015 13th year LeBron Revolution Galactic BGS 9.5 for $24,600, but somebody else thought it was a good idea. And so here's what we've got. That is the card right there. Galactics were case hits. This thing got 47 bids, so it wasn't just one wacko. 24,600 was your sale. Let's look at the data and let's see what we're working with here. All right, it's not in the card ladder because it's kind of an obscure card, but here is the card itself. The highest this card in a 9.5 has ever sold for in history was $2,000, and it sold for more than 12x that last night on Fanatics Weekly. So the first thought would be, well, that's not real. That's not real. Nobody would jump a card from 2,000 to 24,000 in a LeBron market where mini cards are down 80%. Like not just it shouldn't go up 12x. Like it should be down 12x. Like cards are going down for LeBron right now. They are getting crushed. Trust me, I know because I'm staring at my LeBron portfolio and it's getting destroyed. Only recently has it started to sort of level out, but it was a death march to the bottom for about maybe more than a 2 year, probably about 3 year period. And anybody who owns a bunch of LeBron cards will admit that. And again, not all cards, right? But generally speaking, LeBron cards have been getting brutalized, along with Giannis, along with Curry, along with a couple of others. But here's what's really weird. I'm going to cut out this BGS 9.5. What do you think the last PSA 10 sold for? I'm covering the screen. I can't cover the screen. $60,000 in 2021. So maybe Maybe this buyer was looking at the last PSA sale, which again, Card Ladder estimates that $60,000 card that sold in 2021 should be worth $17,000. So Card Ladder's algorithm and Card Ladder's measurements and metrics, and again, it's got a very low number on the confidence meter because it's been a while since it's sold. Card Ladder thinks the PSA 10 is worth $17,956. And by the way, that is a Pop 1, none higher, of course. Pop 1 PSA 10, yet the BGS 9.5 Pop 5 sold for $24,600. So I don't know what to make of this. There's a bunch of confusing, contradictory metrics and historical sales data for that card. So 12 times higher than the 9.5 has ever sold for, and 7,000 more than Card Ladder estimates with their, Card Ladder pricing algorithm a PSA 10 should have sold for. And we've seen PSA 10s and what kind of magnitudes of a margin they have over BGS 9.5. So I just don't know what to make of the card. There's one thing we can all agree on. All three of these cards at the top, and it's not Jordan. All three, and so I have no bias in this thing. All three of these cards are awesome, right? This LeBron Galactic card is awesome. I've seen some videos of Galactic cards on Instagram from some of the best collectors in the hobby. They are beautiful. This Kobe Chronology card, just straight up fire. Beautiful card, beautiful image, great autograph. And then, of course, a six autograph from what will be certainly 6 Hall of Famers because Durant and LeBron are not in yet. Kobe, Magic, Bird, Doc, obviously. First ballot times 6 is awesome. 6 of probably the 12, 15 greatest players that ever lived, right? If you, depending on where you put Durant in that conversation. And well, I guess Doc's not in the top 15, so maybe Doc's top 25. But again, Doc's impact on the NBA and impact on the transition of the NBA from the cocaine era to Magic and Bird was immeasurable and obviously extremely important. And of course, one of the greatest nicknames in the history of sports, Doc, Dr. J. I still remember as a kid, take 2 of these and call me in the morning and handed the Adidas over like big time, right? Doc was the man and a true professional, and he transcended basketball and went worldwide. So again, weird, right? No Jordan in the top 6. LeBron, Kobe, the 6th signature, Curry, Kobe, Wembanyama. You got to get all the way to a BGS 8.5 Jordan at number 7 for $6,000 to get Jordan in the mix. Caitlin Clark, Go Hawks inscription. LeBron James, PSA 7 gold flashback. And then number 10 is Alonzo Mourning sneaking into the top 10. So that's it, guys. That is your weekly recap, number 132. I'm back in the saddle. I'm excited to be back in Baton Rouge. I'm excited to be screaming at the television screen, as they say in South Louisiana. It's really a computer monitor. And believe it or not, I am sophisticated enough. I have 2 computer monitors, so I can share with you these horrible, blurry graphic images from Fanatics Weekly that they must fix. This is unbearable. I apologize for it. You guys are just going to have to listen to my big mouth and guess what the card is because it's so hard to see it on your screen because it's so blurry and the images are so terrible. That's got to get fixed, and I'm not sure why. It doesn't make any sense because when you click into the card, they're beautiful and they're perfect, as they always are. And when I share my images with people of cards that are in my Fanatics Collect Vault, they're perfect as well. So I post them on Instagram all the time. The images are perfect when you click into the card, but for whatever reason, kind of the general summary, picture, and something's really off because look, let me go back. Look at the difference in the size of the cards. Like, look at the Caitlin Clark card. It's like twice as big as the LeBron card and the Michael Jordan card. Something's not right. It's not making any sense. They've got to get their tech and their IT people to fix that up because it sucks and it's making me look bad. Fanatics Collect, get better. You're making me look bad. We got to get this thing fixed up. That's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Again, I want to reiterate, I've got to get more intentional about this. I know you're going to hate to hear it, but I need you to hit the subscribe button. I need you to hit the like button. I need you to hit the bell icon so you get notifications. I have released 4 videos, 4 full-length videos from the National. One is a photo dump. That is out, so go check it out on the YouTube channel. Look in this description. There's a couple of ways you can support the channel. If you're ever selling cards on one of these Fanatics weekly auctions, please consider using the promo code Cajun, C-A-J-U-N, all capital letters. I've released 4 National videos. One is a photo dump. It's out. It's really cool. I narrate the pictures that I took at the National when we left Baton Rouge, Louisiana, drove up to Cleveland, and then when we drove back. So lots of pictures, lots of crazy stuff, pretty funny video. And then I've got one to 3 video montages of my experience at the National. I stopped people. I asked them what they're doing. Who are you? What are you doing? What are you buying? Why are you in the hobby? Why are you wearing that? Why are you so mean? You know, who do you work for? Tell me what's going on over here. Everything you could possibly imagine, and then just some awesome stuff to give you guys a feel for what the National looked like from the eyes of Cajun Cardboard. Yes, I referred to myself in the third person. Cajun Jr. made the trip with me. We had a blast. I'm done after these videos. I'm not going to talk about the National anymore. So I've got 4 videos out there. National. They're coming out over successive days. So hit the bell icon so you get notifications of when those videos drop. And then after that, I'm not talking about the National. It's eyes forward, and I've got goals to grow this channel and hit certain numbers. I told you guys what my numbers are. I hate losing. So I want to try to hit those numbers. I want 100,000 views a month. Right now, I'm at 56,000. I'm going to push hard. I'll keep you guys updated along the way, but I can't do it without you. And I wouldn't be doing this at all if I didn't have all of you guys that watch the video and stopped me at the National, introduced yourselves, told me thank you for what I was doing. I really do appreciate all the kind words, not just from the people that stopped me in person at the National, but from the comments. You guys oftentimes just completely unsolicited put really polite comments in there telling me I'm doing a good job. And I'm always trying to get better. So if you got any ideas on better content or better ways to do my content, just don't ask me to talk slower. I always want to hear them. I'm always looking to improve so you guys get a better product on the Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel. Again, if you're looking to support the channel, there's a few ways. It's all in the YouTube description to this video and every video that I make. Stay tuned, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Hopefully you guys have a great week in the hobby. Post-National, go out there, kill it. Go buy some cards on eBay, Fanatics Collect, My Slabs, Golden, Heritage, Robert Edwards, Mile High, what did I forget? Instagram, Facebook. Go out there and buy some cards. Share some pictures of cards. Keep it positive and have fun. So keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby. And peace.